Joyce Dodge, the MTO Mrs., and this is episode 13. And so 13 is when we went from Copenhagen to Rostock. And so we took a Flixbus, which was kind of an interesting way to travel. Saw a lot. Then we crossed, had to get on a ferry with the Flixboat, or Flix bus. We had to get on a ferry to get over from Denmark to Germany. So that was kind of cool going over that way. So once we got into Rostock, it was pretty late. So we had really time just to find our apartment, get settled in there. Then we went out to dinner and just kind of called it at that point. So the next day we went through Rostock. That was the whole point of that, was to really tour it. So right next to our apartment we were staying at was a park. So we went through the park and Anthony asked me, do you want to go low way or do you want to go up? Well, of course I want to go up. So we went through the park and looked that over. Oh, Devil's Pond.
Yep.
Oh, that was creepy. Also another place with ghosts, kind of scary. Describe that on the video? Okay. So just a creepy, kind of scary place. But then we went through Rostock. So we went through and we saw the gates and the walls and made our way through the old town. Really walked a long way around the waterways that were there, and saw a lot of churches, and just really, we spent the entire day walking. And so there's a lot of pictures and a lot of video of what we did in Rostock. Such a pretty town, I think. So I hope you think so too.
We're on a bus to a ferry in southern Zealand, which we will then take over to Rostock. It'll take us about 2 hours or so to get to the ferry, because here you can see the sign. We're going to Gatesy. While we're stuck waiting at the ferry, there's some old rail cars here. Alright, so we are moving. It's about a 2-hour crossing. So goodbye Denmark, and eventually hello Germany. You can still see our wake all the way back. So if you get right here, the wind tames down just a bit and you get some actually hot sun. We're finally reaching land on the other side. We are coming into the outermost. This is the Warnow Light. Here's our apartment building. Those shuttered windows right there, that's our apartment. I think it could be the other side. It could be that one. Okay, so, right, yeah, so that's it. Yeah, we got a helicopter, and yeah, that looks like it says police on it, so he's holding, so he's looking for something. But yeah, this is our apartment and our neighborhood here in Rostock. We're about a 10 to 15 minute walk to the riverside or canal side, and we're gonna go here to Helga's Kitchen and eat. Joyce and I are on our first little walk in a little bit of rail fanning bit. This is the old Hafenbahn tunnel. This is a tunnel that a train coming from the harbor, the old track was right through here. This train would come here and go through that little tunnel there. It was a little narrow gauge. But our hotel, which is right there, is right on this gloriously big park. And there's all kinds of cool little things in it, including a hill, which I'm sure Joyce is going, we could go up that. Do you want to? So, just a little waterway. We're going to go up this hill. Oh, this is Die Wallenanlage. All right, so this is the old wall system. And if you go the other way, you get to the Kropeliner Tor, which is that way. Okay, so we walked up to the top of that little hill. And you're now walking along. So you get some of the, this is the Devil's Pond. From what I'm understanding, from one thing I read, is this is where they used to put witches.
Oh, wow.
This is where they would come and dip them, just outside the city walls, because you can see the city walls. Later version, not the old military fortifications, but later city walls right there. Okay. So there's the old Kropeliner Tor. There really isn't a good shot here. I'll have to go down there to get it. Stop nagging me. Okay,
Turn left toward Kropeliner Strasse.
right, I know. But I want to get the gates. Alright, I need to turn her off for a second. So this is the Wahlanlage. Yeah, Antifa.
Turn left toward Kropeliner Strasse.
Hi. So here I can get a better shot of it, the Kropeliner Tor. And you can see right here, if I can get it, the tower extended and was connected by a wall here, but this part of the wall was destroyed during the war. They've never rebuilt it. You can see the old city wall. Perfect. Now with this, you can see the walls came up to here and then they no longer extend here. But this is one of the tallest watchtowers, gate towers in Germany. So very, very cool. Cute little statue here by the wall, but whoo, that tower goes up and 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 up. Okay, I think, oh, even cooler, Joyce. Joyce? You get the full extent of the defenses here. That's epic. And I think you go this way to the place we're going. Right. Well, this is obviously one of the main drags. So we want to go right here. And this is Universitätsplatz. And then if you keep going that way, you just get to the middle of the old Altstadt. I assume. Oh, there it is. No, not the tourist. That fountain. That's one of the sites on our way. And this is the University of Rostock behind us. Haha! Tourist information. No. I was seeing the, I was doing the... So the building extends this way, but wow, what a beautiful hall. The University of Rostock. And of course it's got more buildings and stuff there, and even student apartments in here too. The Altstadt and this beautiful fountain I'll get to in a second. The Tourist Information Bureau, which is where we were heading, but happy sidetracks. We decided to go up that hill and take a different path, and we wound up at the Toplina Tor, and also got to see the university. That's amazing. That's as classy as a town hall. And then you've got this fountain. Yeah. The main Altstadt is that way now. It kind of begins here with the university. Oh. And get one more angle. This is the Lebensfreude, the joy of life. I was so focused on this building earlier, how gorgeous it was, I missed the statue here. Guy who helped beat Napoleon at Waterloo. Makes him look a little bit like Arminius Hermann. We were just in the, whoops. So, yeah, you walk down that way, you get to the river, and which is the, I think it's the Warnow, because that's where Warnemünde gets its name. But and you got more of the university this way. Yeah, you see Warnemünde, 16 kilometers that way. Yeah, so it's a bit of a walk.
Yeah.
But it might be somewhere when we get done, we could walk back up this way if you want to, and then go over towards the Harborage.
It's fine.
But Just the first thing I'm doing, in all honesty, is I'm walking slow and looking for tourists. It's kind of a funky, cool building down there, isn't it? Yeah, it's funny. I actually woke up at one point, just briefly, and hearing the cars, and worried like, oh boy, cars, will that keep Joyce up? And me, I could go right back, because even though it's been 40 years since I lived on Hill Avenue, it never goes out of your system completely. So this is the Marienkirche. Wow, look at that big window. Huh? Oh, there we go. I like that view. Now it actually continues back over there. I just can't get it all in. I don't know if there's any way we're going to be able to get like the... Is that the front there? Okay, that's what was on the other side of that. Okay. All these churches in Denmark and Rostock and even Lübeck, it's a massive, massive size. Turku is a city, not a country. Well, yeah, but the funny one is yeah, but look at the one right in the middle pointing in the direction we're looking at. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Aarhus.
Yeah, places we know now, right?
And we're still next to this massive, massive church. Which we're going to go around. These amazingly tall glass windows. Okay. Yep, I can get it all in from here. So Marienkirche. And for anybody who's interested, there is a tram. Nah, it's very... Alright, and we're moving on. Alright, we are coming up to Neue Markt, which is the new market, which will have a lot of the major buildings here. I'm just seeing a sign that advertises glasses of Glühwein. Joyce doesn't like Glühwein, but I do. Oh, you went for the sweater. I thought you might be looking at the lightweight jacket. Yeah. You'd be very European stylish. So here we come into one of the big squares of Rostock. And the market is actually still going. It's starting to break up already. It looks like a lot. So that's the town hall. I am thrilled to be here. And there's the back of the Marienkirche. I disagree. Oh, and there's the other gate I want to go see down the road there. Kind of see the tower to it. Yeah, I'm running right in front of the town hall. The trams, right? I'll go ahead and film it going through. What the hey? Part of the experience. Then we will come out here and you can kind of see down to the gate, which I'll go to a little bit later. Huh? Say what?
Call that fountain irony.
Irony?
Yeah. They put a bird on the top of the statue, which I thought was superfluous. Then the other birds have shat on the bird they put on there. So
Revenge. You know. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I got almost all of it in. I can't quite get that one building in yet. There, now I can get everything but the town hall, which is over here. I think that's a great shot. There's a tram coming right behind me. Great shot of the church. And just one more sort of panorama going around to the town hall. And the sun is coming out, so maybe while the sun is a little bright, even with the clouds and the sky on it, I'll catch these in the sun. Very colorful place. I'll get more of that in a minute. So the Steintor and the Ständerhaus. Uh, looking back the way we came. Alright, so we're gonna walk along the walls a bit and we get to another one of the old brick fortification towers. Now originally these would have been stone and then covered over in brick. So like you see the old stone walls here and then rebuilt with brick. But as you can see, the walls just go and go. Yeah, there originally would have been a walk area up there because you could see where soldiers would have shot out. This would have gone down deeper, but yeah, those are arrow loops. And probably a later built gate in the wall. But again, this area would have gone down deeper. Okay. You know, over time it's filled up. Second, just to get all that tower in. I always love walking walls and fortifications. I'm going to have so much. I'm trying to videotape less and I still have so much. So we're about 2/3 of the way down that set of steps we've been doing. Sort of the Rostock mini version of the Parisian Sacré-Cœur stairway or whatever it is. And a delivery truck trying to turn around. So another block tower with a gate. Alright, so we just came out. And then we go that way. But here's that tower I was just at. Showing you the square tower. Which now has a mental therapy place in it. So there's that tower. Now I'm going to flip it and see if I can get it in this way. There we go. Yep, cool. I'm now learning to go to where Joyce goes to take pictures and then film. Because she seems to find these great angles. I don't know what that building is over there. I'd have to look it up later. But we're heading to that church there. Okay, so the bridge. And we're going to go. Apparently they got a little canal thing here which they've temporarily blocked off because they're rebuilding it. But normally there'd be water flowing through there. So a little bit closer. It's very pretty. Now, some of these churches have been charging fees to go inside, and Joyce and I, except in a couple of special cases, if they charge money to go inside, we don't go inside. There's plenty of great churches that don't charge a penny, and maybe we'll miss a beautiful piece of art or wood sculpted altar, but coming to the other side of the church, but some beautiful old brick houses with roses going up the side. That's pretty. All the way down, that's just pretty. Pretty enough. Joyce is going for a closer shot. Yeah, I can get pretty much the whole church in here. And one more section to visit on this part of the tour up here. Yeah, that's the one you were reading. It's similar between the two groups, the Vandals of the 1st century BC to 4th century, 5th century AD, and then the Vendels who came along in the 7th, 8th, and 9th century. We are at the Petrikirche, St. Peter's Church. And then this area here is the Alter Markt. This was the old market, and probably somewhere here originally you would have had an older town hall that is long gone, because this was sort of the original church. And a nice little set of buildings there. Man, some epically tall towers. Can you imagine building that and then on top of that putting it up there and being the guy stuck with the job of going and put the Cox Crow vein up there?
Somebody very cocky did it.
But well, I'm sorry, just because there's a cock up there.
Yeah. No, the youngster with all the bravado who can scale.
The youth church in the Petrikirche in St. Peter's Church. That one's got a lean to it. Try to get one last shot here, at least this direction. Okay, Joyce and I left the Petrikirche, and we're going to take one path, but I saw the water this way and thought, what the heck, we're going over to a park along the waterway, but we have to cross this main road anyhow, and there's water there, so let's just go walk along the water if we can. Again, housing is just immaculate. It's beautiful. You got the church up there. It's a cool place, but we're leaving all the old stuff and now we're going into the modern. All right, we're down on the water side. The official river is the Warnow, but there are channels and canals. And they have now developed this into this is actually Aida Cruises. There's a building built to look like the old region here, all kinds of apartment and businesses here. Right across from that street from that area I said was more of a low working class neighborhood. But this is obviously all new and higher end apartments. Very pretty. Bench over here.
Seashells.
Oh, it is seashells, isn't it? And I were just joking, we're on the water here. We could take this picture here and claim we're in Copenhagen. It's really one city on the water and another city on the water. And we're gonna walk a park here. Just came out of part of the path through the park, and so see, if we'd taken the straight way, we could have come straight through that street here and right up this walk. But more funky apartment buildings, more street trams, and part of the river is here. Petribrücke. This bridge is from 1913. All right. Joyce and I are off for our evening meal. We're going to an Italian restaurant this way, but passing another fountain and display. There's a wine festival, all sorts of things going on in front of the tower here, which we saw earlier. But when we saw it earlier this morning, it was in clouds, so now we get it in sun. How's that? We are at La Gondola. And in our evening, we're behind the one cathedral. And yeah, we're in what's called the Klosterhof. This is an old monastery that is now both a monastery still and an art commune. But there's also a museum here that gives the history of Rostock. It's closing in on 9 o'clock. Joyce and I had a great dinner. And we're heading through the whole thing. I hope we can get through. There should be a path straight to the park behind our apartment, but we do have to work our way through. There's more of the city walls right there, so that's a good sign. But this area is called the Klosterhof and then the Klostergarten. Oh, this is what I like when you're touring around and you just decide to take a slightly different path home and hope it leads where you're going, and you stumble across a place like this. This is pretty. You have a community garden. Where are you going? Say what? Oh, you want to go up the stairs? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we'll be on the other side. If you go that way, you cut through the park a bit. But, yeah, we can go up through here if you want. But the old city walls. But this is a great view. Got another little fortified tower out there. Got a couple of them, really. That's too cool. But this might be our hill that we climbed this morning. Little flower area over here. Yeah.
That's just a garden, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll probably go down.
If you want. But I wonder if there is a path on the other way.
Let's find out.
Near us. Well. Alright, so there is only the one way down. What?
You can see it just circles in.
Yeah. Okay, well, down the stairs.
Wow.